So I'm listening to I don't even know when that came out, that Ghostwriter thing with the Drake and The Weeknd. I guess it was yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
I don't know when it came out, but I'm listening to this and I'm realizing this is one of those kind of benchmark moments. Like, this is kind of one of those chapter marker type things.
Like a Napster moment.
It just became... The reason it became real is because everybody was like, "Oh, that I can play that song." Like, it was no longer about the analysis of how effective it was, whether it was or not, whether you could tell that it was AI generated or not. Wasn't necessarily the whole conversation. It was like, "Hey, do you like this melody?" And people were like, "I mean, I kind of like that melody." And anybody in this office wasn't alone on that, because the play count was racking up on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Indicative of people's interest in it. And there's a lot of AI generated stuff out there, so it's not to say that it might be amplified slightly by that, but even compared to other AI generated stuff, this is going harder from the perspective of performance. So, like, I think on TikTok it had 15 million views. Yeah, here we go. Heart on My Sleeve is the name of the song. It was removed from Spotify and Apple Music on Monday. I believe Universal Music Group, UMG, was flipping out. They're like, "You can't do this."
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know...
who's to blame? Like, this person is still anonymous.
Well, they just go after the streaming platforms and say, "Hey, listen, don't piss us off, because we've got a huge catalog of music that's on there, and we've got the leverage."
Yeah.
You got this user Ghostwriter 977 basically put together this song featuring Drake and The Weeknd, synthesized via AI.
We're not gonna play it, are we?
I mean, I don't even know why we can't play it. Like, why can we not play it? Yeah, play it.
I think we're gonna be taken down.
Okay,
right?
well, we're not gonna put in the title or something. I mean, listen, I don't know, man. This is all so fringe right now. Like, this didn't happen. This song didn't happen.
Okay.
Like, this has got to be a re-upload. I don't know. It says Dago. This only has 5,000. I think it's a re-upload. Listen to this.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the flavor and left, she know what she need, or she blessed, giving you my best, yeah. Got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back, what's with that, 21, I love him, then my brother, that's where slack, Metro made the beat, so you know that it's gon' slap, yeah, it's gon' slap, time, run it back. Talking to a diva, yeah, she on my nerves. She think that I need her, kick her to the curb. All I know is you could've had the world, yeah, you were my world. These girls right now.
Okay, pause it right now. Pause it here. The Weeknd doesn't sound like The Weeknd. All right, to be clear, The Weeknd doesn't sound like The Weeknd. Is that what does that have to do? Like, as far as a training perspective, like. Is there more? Does Drake train better for some reason? Like, is the Weeknd going to improve? Is there some sort of nuance to that voice that's more difficult to synthesize? I don't know. But see, the thing is, we're at a point now where you're actually analyzing whether you like the song or not. You're no longer in the realm of, oh, wait a minute, is that actually Drake? You're just kind of. You're floating along in a way where you're just kind of, it doesn't seem as important to you anymore. It's just a split second moment. It doesn't seem as important to you anymore. It was like, it is exactly like that Netflix moment where at one point people were like, yeah, but you got to hear it on the CD, or yeah, but you got to buy it or whatever. And then eventually everybody was like, nah, it's good enough. It's good enough, close enough, I'll listen to it. Whatever, good enough. Whatever the bit rate was on it, and whatever you waited a day for it, and then it sped up, and then next thing you know, boom, everybody's converted over to digital music, and then the music industry as a whole has to adjust and adapt. Now, back then it was much more straightforward. You have Metallica, they push back, they go, wait a sec, we charge money for those songs, we don't want to give that up. And then the tech companies and the record labels get together and they go, this technology is so powerful, we think people are going to do it anyways. So we got to like bring the price down, or we got to go towards streaming. We got to change our entire business model, our profit margins, everything's going to change. It's going to become more about shows. And now you think about the implications here, where even Drake himself is listening to this and going, why am I spending 6 hours in the studio recording a song? If you can train that well, and I didn't even partake in it, I didn't even go to the top AI dudes and sit down and train each syllable in full resolution, then what's it going to be like when I do that, when I embrace it and I just write down the lyrics, send it in via email, and next thing you know, I approve the beat, and all I got to do is sign off on the song. I don't need to re-record every time because my voice is synthesized. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to do that. I mean, we're kind of in this realm right now where I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to make a case for artistry and say, no, there's some degree of uniqueness to how I perform it, but that's in the short term.
I agree with you. I think people gravitate towards good enough. If the song is good, okay, that's fine with me.
Yeah, it's convenience. We always select for convenience and speed. And I was saying to you right before we started filming, you're like, okay, well, why isn't it AIU then? Well, here's the difference, okay? And it probably will be at some point. It's a speed thing. These artists don't put out enough music. And I don't mean that I get it. Like, it's to approve of all this stuff, to work and like what you're working on, and you throw out songs that you don't like you're a human. I get it. But compared to the pace of the internet, it leaves a gap for this type of AI opportunity. Whereas you have people like us that talk every day, and it's actually a margin thing. Like, our time is easier in this realm than it would be to do the AI equivalent, to train it, to process it, to produce it, and to have it sound anywhere close to natural. But music, on the other hand, is this like high value stuff, that higher margin stuff that only comes out every so often. In some cases, never mind a couple times a year. You might be waiting for your favorite artist to put out something sounding new. You might be waiting 3-4 years in some cases. Mm-hmm. I saw the thing at Coachella where Frank Ocean performed for the first time in whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
Play the song in the next verse. Play it.
Say she from Toronto, but can't find it on the map. That's on me, I put it in the past. Talking to a diva, yeah, she on my nerves. She think that I need her, kick her to the curb. All I know is you could've had the world, yeah, you were my. I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, ayy. Bumping Justin Bieber, the flavor and left, ayy. She know what she need, all I need, all she blessed, ayy. Giving me my best, ayy. Yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that, ayy? 21, I love him, then my brother, that's my slack, ayy. Metro made the beat, so you know that it's gon' slap, ayy. Yeah, it's gon' slap.
I think this is a moment. I think we're spending a moment together right now. Like, as a group, I think we're spending a moment where the whole thing changes. And this is a moment that people could remember as like the kind of marker on the convincing nature or the potential to become convincing for this type of content. Mm-hmm. And people are saying, why would you want to speed something up like creativity? Well, guess what? We're in a convenience culture, an incredibly attention deficit culture where it's not what's good, it's what's new, it's what's right now, it's what just happened. And our technology kind of led us down that path. And of course, all of us make an effort to kind of curb that wherever possible. But en masse, at scale, that is what people are selecting for. Whether you as an individual like it or not, that is what people are selecting for. And certainly the music business, like music as a commodity, you look at how short songs have gotten. You look at the streaming nature where you can skip tracks so easily from one to the next. It already became a thing that we throw in the trash can 30 seconds later. Mm-hmm. It already became that.
It's not something that is really special anymore.
It's not a ritual to it.
Yeah,
I mean, but
listening to it or creating it.
We try. We try to protect the things that we care about. We try to insulate them from external forces. At the same time, everything has this push to become a product, essentially. And the music business is guilty for partaking in that for so long, like turning everything into a product and a single and a marketing ploy. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they're going to find a way to use this because I don't think they're going to have a choice at a point here.
Do you think most artists will embrace it? Or are they just going to...
As I suggested, I do not think that they do not have a choice. You're going to have your Metallicas, you're going to have your Resistance, and you're going to have no possibility of complete purity. You're going to have no landscape where this can be policed properly. It's not going to exist. It's going to be, the more you try to suppress it, the more it pops up. Universal Music came in and tried to get rid of that track, and guess what? All the re-uploads, all the TikTok usages, all the sharing going on. You try to suppress it right now this second, and maybe it's not this song. Maybe it's the next one, or maybe it's the one after that. And you know what the internet does. The internet does internet. And they say, oh, I can't listen to it? Where can I get it? Mm. Oh, you're telling me I can't listen to it? Where can I get it? Yeah. There's another one that just came out we're going to react to as well. It's called...
It's on YouTube?
Winter is cold. Cold winter. Winter is cold. Winter cold. Drake. You got it. It's already there. Suggested. This is happening rapidly now. They're going to shut down one. The next one's going to come. Yeah, play the top one.
When it's cold where I'm from, yeah, I got enemies, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, they try enemy, I swear the winter's cold where I'm from, they try to sentence me, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, we had them tended key, I swear that pussy told on us, now that nigga dead to me, I got it on my own, I ain't had no one to fend for me, I never sold my soul, I will never let it get to me, in Cali with the rose, yeah, I'm riding with a felony, she's stripping on the pole, I won't let it get the best of me, I got it on my own, I ain't had no one defending me, she said she play a role, now she tryna steal the recipe, I had to hit the road, cause I didn't like her energy, I swear that bitch be popping mollies, like a remedy, Spanish bitch a hot tamale, she be blessing me, shoot the house like paparazzi, they ain't catching me, I'm riding in a fucking Mazzy, pushing hella keys, I made it to the top floor, now they tryna lock the door, about to get the tops cold, now they tryna pull a cord, fuck her till she got sore, now she says she wants some more, licked it till they bought for sure, wake up and say bonjour, about to go to friends, we outside in public, baby, please pull up your prints, if they say it's up, then we ain't even shaking hands, pull up with a beef and now they wanna change the plans, reason why they running, cause we shooting at they mans, yeah. Hey, and it's all part of the plan. Why she keep on calling? Cause she know I'm high demand. So in love with me, I got her on command. She sucked me inside the coupe, I say, and I'm your biggest fan. Yo, she pull up whenever I land. I made it to the top floor, you can see I'm living grand. I'm in Cali with some bitches on the beach, we bring a sand. Keep that 30 on the seat and shoot like Curry with the left hand. Yeah, ballin' so damn hard, I need a Def Jam. Yeah, rollie all the mother right and left hand. Yeah, she don't play a role and she gon' get banged. Yeah. when it's cold. Where I'm from, yeah, I got enemies. Okay, the when it's cold. Where I'm from, they try enemy. I swear the when it's cold. Where I'm from, they try to sentence me. Okay, the when it's cold. Where I'm from, we had them tenant key. I swear that pussy told. On us, now that nigga dead to me. I got it on my own. I ain't had no one to fend for me. I never sold my soul. I will never let it get to me. In Cali with the rose, yeah.
Yeah, it covers AI as well. I don't think
really?
a dog like that exists. His house doesn't look like that. I bet you it's all different elements put together.
Huh.
You're basically gonna have to track like everything, and I think it will get to a point like everything else where people are just trained. People are trained to listen to the trained music, to look at the trained images, and it just becomes some sort of new normal in which, I don't know. I mean, there is like maybe an upside to it where people say, well, now the live performance is emphasized because it's like, whoa, the person's really there. And you can, that is like the ultimate form of verification. But it's.
Imagine Drake singing the AI song.
Well, that's
live.
That's what people are saying. And by the way, you look at this. This is 28 subscribers, 5,000 views. Is it the original place was uploaded? I don't know, probably not. And it's each one is like that. Like the Ghostwriter one. There's another one there. Heart on my sleeve and 494 views. So guess what? You're gonna try to suppress it. It's gonna pop back up. Algorithms are gonna make sure you find what you're looking for. It's gonna, UMG is only gonna be able to cut off the biggest heads, and then other littler heads are gonna grow, except there's gonna be more of them. And it's just gonna go on and on like this. Here's what UMG said in their statement. The training of generative AI using our artists' music represented both a breach of our agreements and a violation of copyright law. The music publisher added that platforms had a legal and ethical responsibility to prevent the use of their services in ways that harm artists. While there are intellectual property issues, it's not really clear whether the label or Drake and The Weeknd have a claim under traditional copyright law, given that the song in question isn't something the artist ever wrote or sang. Ever wrote or sang.
It's not even a cover.
This is just the beginning of what's likely to be a long and complex conflict between excitement over deploying artificial intelligence in pop culture and efforts to protect copyright. Now, what does Drake do? I'll tell you what Drake does. Drake, I'm talking to you. You embrace it. All right? I hate to say it. You embrace it and you lean into it. And you figure out a way to leverage it. Because I think, I mean, you, like, from a marketing perspective, he's kind of been on the cusp in the past. And history kind of shows us that when you're the guy trying to uphold the old way, that eventually you get stomped over. And it becomes very difficult to keep progress at bay, to keep it at the door, to keep the wolves on the other side. Because they're chomping away and they're salivating. And that's the way technology seems to operate. It gets better and better and better. And eventually you're going to sit there staring at it saying, oh my God, I let it get so big. And what I'm saying right now seems so antiquated. And this is just the writing on the wall. It's not a matter of it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the sooner there's recognition that it's much like how Elon talks about AI in relationship to us and our intelligence. It's integration or death. It's integration or complete extraction. You either exit completely or you integrate so you can compete. Unfortunately. And based on his business sense in the past and the fact that we have a limited lifespan here, I personally see him moving towards integration. Integrate with the AI. Put out more music.
Yeah.
Use it to accelerate things.
Well, someone has to embrace it.
Use it to accelerate beat making and recording. And I know that makes people uncomfortable. But guess what? It's not a question. It isn't a question of if, it's a question of when. We need to stop talking about if. I've been looking at technology now for a decade. There are moments, if you're paying attention, you notice, and you go, oh, really? The lawyers are going to stop this? The lawyers. Yeah, that's worked well in the past.
It's so fast, this kind of technology. I think maybe like a month ago, we were just like laughing at it. oh, it's a fun time, Kanye, like some sort of hey there Delilah music, and then now it's just getting more real, you know. Have you said your piece?
Why? You got something else?
No.
You want to move on?
Well, this topic is always going to be developing. Just AI, new trends. This one being pretty big at this point. So hopefully we can try to update everyone as we go.
So you want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
iOS 17 is going to support sideloading. What do you think?
Europe. Thanks to Europe. Yeah. There's been like a ongoing battle over there, right? They're trying to kind of, I guess, maneuver so that Apple has to follow certain regulations and has to sort of kiss the ring a little bit in Europe specifically. And we talked about the cable and obviously software, probably even a bigger deal because it has implications for the likes of Epic and all those ongoing battles around who gets to control this. Sideloading obviously means you go ahead and install stuff that's not on the App Store. Otherwise known as sideloading, the change would allow customers to download apps without needing to use the App Store, which would mean developers wouldn't need to pay Apple's 15 to 30% fees. The European Union's Digital Markets Act, which went into effect November 1, 2022, requires gatekeeper companies to open up their services and platforms to other companies and developers. I mean, it would basically behave like your MacBook. It would warn you. It would probably say, hey, or like Android. Hey, are you sure you want to install this thing? Like, it did not come from our App Store. And then you would just click yes, and next thing you know, you're sideloading. Now, does this have immediate implications for the U.S.? No, not immediate. However, now they're going to look at something like this and consider some legislation that may allow the same thing to happen in the U.S., which, of course, would be enormous. Tim Cook in India. We talked about this yesterday that he was going to go, but we didn't actually have any footage of him there. Instead, we have footage of a couple different tours of the store, but look at this. We have an Apple fan in India bringing an early computer to show Tim Cook, which is quite a surprise to him.
Yeah.
Here's the clip. Surprised at seeing a customer bring his old Macintosh Classic machine at the opening of India's first Apple store. Like, he had to lug that. That's really got some weight to it.
Possibly wait in line.
You know, he didn't bring the first generation iPhone. That would have fit in his pocket. No, he brought an old Apple computer Classic over there. And look at the pumped up employees. Hey, no,
A lot of clapping.
man, I always felt so awkward when I would go to these launch events, and I'd be at the front of the line trying to pick up this stuff to like make videos on it or something.
Tim Cook just walks away.
And everybody just be like, woo! And I'd be like, I don't think I deserve to be cheered. Like, I don't know what I did. I just showed up. Woo! You're amazing. You're just going to spend money here, so you're amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are impressed by Cook getting on the airplane, going from Coachella over there to Mumbai, the first store over there. And then next up going to be Delhi. Big things for Apple in India. They put their foot down over there, put their flag down over there. They say India is a big deal for us, and we're going to be here in a retail way. Apple sales in India hit a new high of almost $6 billion in the year through March 2023. The company's revenue in India grew by nearly 50% from $4 billion a year earlier. Yeah, they're like, we're gonna come, we're gonna be here. We heard we're gonna come here for a few billies.
We've got trees in our.
Imagine if they all spoke honestly. Wouldn't that be cool? Like almost like before a fight promo, like for a fight when they do the promo. Like imagine Tim's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here to make a few billies. I came to India to get a piece of this market right here. And they're like, woo. But instead they have to do this kind of cryptic talk of the joy and delight of Apple products now comes to India for your enjoyment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And today, it's our pleasure to, it's always some roundabout. Where's that executive? Where's the executive? I'm about to make some billies over here.
Yeah, who's close to that?
I don't know.
Well, congrats.
Apple may introduce an iMac made out of a single sheet of glass. The whole thing? What do you mean? How are you going to make it out of a single sheet of glass? It's a patent application. I see. The idea is incredibly futuristic, even by Apple's trend-setting standards. And the idea of having your desktop expanded with a projected display feels like it has been pulled right out of a science fiction film. Apple Insider dissects the now granted patent and notes that Apple's plans seem to use the surfaces around the computer's display. In some arrangements, says the patent, the electronic device may be provided with projecting displays that help enhance the area used for providing a user with visual output. The drawings in the patent show a regular iMac projecting information behind it, but the description also mentions how the device may get in the way of its own projection. What?
It's going to have one piece of glass, okay?
It sounds to me like you can see it from the back or the front. Mm-hmm. The way I'm reading that.
Like a transparent display?
The drawings in the patent are regular iMac. The device may get in the way of its own projection. Further into documents, it reads the rear housing wall may have a glass portion or another transparent structure through which image sensors and other optical sensors receive light. The back of the iMac would be made of glass, though it seems like Apple is planning to effectively make a future iMac invisible when it's turned off. It's like when they had those transparent TVs that I looked at CES about 1 billion years ago. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, your shower door is going to have a display in it. Except it kind of looked like, well, it didn't really look like a substitute for an actual display.
Yeah.
Because you got reflections and brightness goes down and stuff like that.
But what if it's like frosted glass or something?
That's what it was in this case.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
it wasn't completely see-through.
Yeah, so you could actually turn that on or off.
Oh,
it was
cool.
like, have you seen those windows that...
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a privacy mode and you don't need blinds for them. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. You don't really see it when it's not, you're going to knock your head off of it or something. That's the thing, like glass tables and anything transparent.
Yeah. It's very misleading.
You can,
Yeah.
It's clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apple warns Amazon about sexually explicit Kindle content accessible to children. Both Apple and Alphabet have asked Amazon to improve content moderation for its Kindle app after it found that children could use the app to access explicit images, reports Reuters. Oh my God, it's a disaster. You can't be leaving your kids alone with any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know parents do it. Parents are like, I'm busy, I gotta get some stuff done. I just give him the thing, and I give him the thing, and he uses the thing, and I don't know what's going on. And you're like, well, you kind of do, because I'm telling you right now that anything goes on. Yeah, plus, you should get your life on track, because you can barely get a word out. These devices go anywhere. They do anything. And you think because you got some certain title on it, let me tell you something. Go ahead with your YouTube kids content and just keep finishing videos and see where you end up. Just keep finishing. Let your youngster, you can do a little observation and see where you end up. Oh, the algorithms are babysitting. Yeah, okay. Good luck with all that. So parents, you got your work cut out. And in this case, I guess Amazon has their work cut out because both Google and Apple are saying, hey, the hell, get it together. We need more moderation here. And I think their inventory isn't that enormous. I mean, it is enormous, but compared to all the content uploaded ever on user-generated sites, you feel like they could put Yeah, so look, somebody says kids are raised by the algorithm. You're damn right. You see what I'm saying? So let me get this straight. Kids that are raised by the algorithm are supposed to care that artists are no longer recording their own music. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Algorithm listens to algorithm. Got it? Apple VR leak reveals 5 key applications behind the $3,000 headset launching in June. That's very matter of fact.
Yeah.
Like the
We
fact
need
that
some use cases.
well, the fact that they say it for sure it's launching in June, like or at least the indication seems like that. According to a new report from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the Apple VR headset will be offering gaming, fitness, and collaboration tools. New versions of man, they'll never run out of ways to get you your fitness, will they?
I think fitness is really important.
Strap yourself into this one and that one, and next thing you know, you're fit, brother.
Some sort of health collaboration.
You got the wrist strap, the arm band, the thigh strap, the smart shorts, the goggles.
Oh man, too many straps.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm in great shape over here. I'm all strapped up. Well, meanwhile, yesterday I'm the guy talking about some scale that can tell me how much water I drank 5 minutes ago. So I'm guilty, but at least I don't have to wear it. The wearing is where it gets weird.
Wearing and charging.
If you're wearing all these things, Will, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Wearing and charging, you're right, charging. If you're wearing and charging all these things, I might look at you sideways. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Alongside these iPad apps we know and love, the analyst suggests that Apple is also working on a version of Fitness Plus to make working out as immersive as possible.
Hey, I don't mind that.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't mind it.
Come on, you're sweating in the headset? Well, that thing's going to be soaked.
I've done it before with the Quest, working out, playing that punching game.
Yeah, that thing is soaked.
Yeah.
It's actually soaked.
It is, yeah. It gets pretty gnarly in there.
Yeah, it's not, the equipment is not really set up for that. It's not a piece of athletic equipment. It's a plastic, I don't know.
But if that is, that makes a difference of someone working out, then, I mean, it's something.
Here, Random Rico says, I screened my kid on his iPad on YouTube. One day he started crying. He saw Russia's about to nuke the U.S.
Oh, man. Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, so. Good luck, parents. Good luck, parents. Hey, kids, that's not Drake. Good luck, parents.
Well, the Apple headset will cure all.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
After 25 years, Netflix will finally stop shipping DVDs to people. Really? Am I going to get my latest shipment? Let me tell you something. There were some titles that never made it to streaming. It would be like some foreign films and stuff that I used to get.
Sure.
I would get that right to the door in a paper envelope. I'd be like, this is what I'm going to watch for the next week. Of course, that was a billion years ago. I am also known as Rip Van Winkle. And this is no longer necessary with streaming taking over everything. It is such a wild throwback to think of Netflix as a company that was sending DVDs via mail, which is exactly what they were for a long time. For those of us who remember the practice, it's time to say goodbye. CEO Ted Sarandos wrote in a company blog post on Tuesday that Netflix will ship out its final DVDs September 29th. The move comes after a quarter century of Netflix sending discs to people. What does he say? Those iconic red envelopes changed the way people watch shows and movies at home, and they paved the way for the shift to streaming. From the beginning, our members loved the choice and control that direct-to-consumer entertainment offered, the wide variety of titles, and the ability to binge-watch entire series. DVDs also led to our first foray into original programming with red envelope entertainment titles, including Sherry Baby and Zach Galifianakis Live at the Purple Onion. They started all the way back in 98. God, I definitely wasn't a member in 98, but maybe in the 2000s. I don't remember.
Early 2000s?
I don't remember now. I don't remember. I probably was like 18, 19.
I just want to see the Netflix
18, 19,
envelope,
20. I don't know.
what they look like.
No more DVDs. R.I.P. DVDs. Yeah.
Good branding.
You get an envelope, you send it back, get an envelope. I mean, it was novel because you used to go to the store and then you get late fees and stuff. And
it was a complete different color than Blockbuster. It was just like a really clear competitor. and then just kind of overtook because Blockbuster was blue and yellow, right? It's a branding thing. I'm telling you.
It was just the color. That's all it was.
Yeah,
that's all you had going
was.
on Netflix. Red was a good choice, Netflix. The red carpet.
There you go.
The red carpet. You think about it. Tim Hortons, look at the red over here. Tesla slashes prices again? What?
Yeah.
Will, I
It's
can't keep
because
track of this stuff.
The Investor Day, which is today. Mm-hmm. And they just want to make sure that they get enough sales, I guess, to make them look good. That's what you do, right?
So they're trying to get a bunch of sales today? That's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Man. Tesla's implemented another wave of price cuts across Model 3 and Y vehicles in the second time this month, resulting in the electric car starting under 40 grand before incentives. Get it under 40.
Now's your chance.
It started with a big price drop in January, then smaller price adjustments after the latest, coming in February for Model 3 and Model Y, and obviously last month for S and X. A few weeks later, Tesla's again adjusting prices on the 3 and the Y in the U.S., and not by a small amount. Let's see here. So the entry Model 3, $39,990. Estimated delivery April, so you're going to get it quickly as well. First time in a long time that you've got a Tesla with a starting price under 40 grand. So you feel like they're going to talk about it at Investor Day. They're going to say, and now we sell a model under 40,000. And you're so good. You're so good. You're so good. I love it. You're so good. I'm so good because you're so good. And I can buy that.
It's affordable now.
I'm a fan. I'm going to buy the car. I'm going to buy the stock. Sick. I'm going to get a Twitter Blue account. I'm going to go to Mars. I'm going to buy tequila.
All good things.
Elon fan club starter kit. Right? What's the current price? Okay, here we go. Each variant saw its price cut by $3,000 overnight. Model Y all-wheel drive went from $49,990 to $46,990. Model Y long range $52,990, $49,990, and performance $56,990 to $53,990. It's good. It's a good deal. You got the incentive of the $7,500 after that for the tax credit, and you're in pretty good shape. It is good. Like under 40 grand a Model 3. Look at you. You love your Model 3. You're cruising in your Model 3.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Although you didn't drive it today, though.
No.
Intriguing. Yeah. Tesla launches new Model 3 with almost 400 miles of range. But it's just for business.
There's a catch.
Which one is this one? Is this the $39,000 one?
No.
Oh, wait a second. This is a UK.
Only available in the UK for businesses.
It's a very specific story here. Yeah. Well, are you a business in the UK? Well, have I got a deal for you? Have I got a deal for you? That's Tim Burton, Batman, 1989. And it's whatever the mob boss talking to the Joker, Jack Nicholson. It's like very breathy. Have I got a deal for you? Villains used to be so obviously villains. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very sly.
It wasn't
con men. They're all con men.
It wasn't a surprise. Am I? Yeah, Jack Palance. That's right. He used to deliver everything like that. He did a commercial. Okay, play the commercial, please. He did a commercial for an aftershave called Skin Bracer. Yeah, there it is. You got it. And he played this role as well. So this will give you an idea of the delivery, okay? Give me a little bit of this.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy, don't you think?
Original and cooling blue.
You like that one, eh?
Oh my God. Can I get just one more? Can I get just...
Yeah.
Can we just break that down a little bit?
Need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. Skin eraser, it smells great.
To tell me I'm a man.
Cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy.
Confidence is
Original and cooling
sexy. Don't you think?
Just talking over him. It's like double Jack Palance. Oh God.
I don't need... confidence is very sexy, don't you think? Yeah.
All right, let's just go over to this one. Because I don't think that story was that interesting. I think I chose the wrong link.
New tax savings for businesses in the UK looking for an electric vehicle. A new mandate suggests. Yeah.
So specific and fringe.
In order to qualify, must have been in business for 3.5 years. Must be based in one of these 3 key areas.
these 3 boroughs in London.
Oh, interesting, Will. Thanks for that. Super applicable. A weeping Virgin Mary statue had its tears tested, revealing an unlikely substance. Miracle or sneaky hoax? You be the judge.
Dude, I remember like 5 or 10 years ago, there was like viral videos of like statues just kind of like tearing up with like blood or some sort of like juice. Have you seen that before?
Yeah,
Maybe not 10 years ago.
you know
maybe
what?
5 years ago.
It just seems like it's kind of like a thing. I thought it was an actual thing where you would have a weeping Mary statue. Like I didn't.
Like man-made?
Yeah, I don't. Is that not what it is?
No.
They-
like, this was in church, like in a church.
Right.
And somehow it started weeping blood. And there was a lot of witnesses, and it became viral. Did you hear about
Yeah,
that?
but how is a statue weeping blood, Will?
So that's why scientists are just like, what's going on here, right? They decided to test it out. They took some
Yeah, but
samples.
but Will, how does a statue weep blood?
Well, a lot of people claim that it was some sort of, like religious thing.
And of course, you looked into this, and got to the bottom of it, I assume.
Well, based on this website, IFL Science,
Okay.
it appears to be a hoax.
Oh, yeah. Back in 2018, a church in New Mexico claimed that their statue of the Virgin Mary was weeping liquid from its eyes. It started off May 2018. Brought a huge number of people to the church, obviously. They analyzed the substance and concluded it was olive oil. Okay. Mm-hmm. But they weren't saying that. I thought they were just enhancing the impact of the statue. But they're saying, oh, we don't know how this got here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was more like some sort of God intervention.
Do we have a clip? Like, what is this video right here? Are we going to get to see this or no?
You get to see.
Oh, yeah.
this image
Give me
here.
this. Give me that. So they just dab a little olive oil on there.
Well, no, the statue cries by itself.
So where do they stick the olive oil?
So I don't know. In this article, it doesn't really say, but like it's a contraption that kind of like lets the tears come out.
What you talking about, contraption? I need to see evidence.
Or like condensation or something like that.
Why can't you just?
It's not purely
Why can't you just dab a little olive oil over there? That's what it looks like to me.
because if someone's just worshiping, they don't want to see that. So if the statue
just do it before.
appears
Just do it
to-
before. The
Okay,
oil is
yeah,
not going to dry up so fast. I mean, unless I see it pouring out of there. Do you want to play the clip? Do they show it pouring out of there?
Well, this video doesn't really show.
Yeah, it's just a little.
pouring.
Yeah, it's just a little glazed on the cheek there,
Yeah.
right? Well, it's not really hard to do.
But the idea is making people think that it's some sort of godly intervention, that the statue is crying. And science is supposed to, prove that it's not. It's false. It's some sort of like trickery that a few churches are doing to make it appear that it's crying itself.
Yeah, but well, I mean, obviously the bronze statue isn't crying human
I
tears.
know. I hear that.
Oh,
I hear
okay.
that. But
okay.
like some people in church think that it's real.
Okay.
Okay.
In the last few decades, there have been several widely publicized cases in Italy where statues began weeping blood in 2002. I mean, it's a cool idea. Seen with tears of blood, which turned out to belong to a woman. In 2008, a church custodian was put on trial for faking blood tears on a statue of the Virgin Mary. His DNA matched that of the tears. Well, yeah. I mean, it makes an impact. I'll tell you that.
For sure, yeah.
But I'm curious how they actually execute the thing, because I want to see, like, do we have a clip of it actually crying? That's what I want. Because I think they're just glazing the cheek with the oil. History Channel. Oh, we're gonna get these type of. We're getting these. See, that's the thing, Will.
Huh?
Well, that's how you know it didn't actually happen. Is if everything has to be like photos zoomed in and then people explaining it.
Uh-huh.
Like, where's just the video of it happening? No, he's just putting the blood on there.
Yeah.
Which is going to make an impact. But anyway. I mean, you could make it if you really, listen, if you really wanted it, if you really wanted to do it, you could definitely build a contraption so that it could have a constant supply, and you could put a tank on it and refill the tank.
Can you imagine? It's like behind the statue.
I don't know. I mean, like
wait, hold on. It's a bit dry.
I don't know. Like, it could be a potent experience. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying?
But I guess it kind of dulls the experience.
No, people don't need to know. I mean, people go to Disneyland.
Oh yeah, if they don't need to know.
They don't need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember you did the one in Disneyland with the lights on?
Uh-huh, yeah.
And it's like... Tesla Cybertruck gets competition from China's Cyber Pickup. Get out. Stop it. Come on. The Great Wall Motor Cyber Pickup is a 6x6 hybrid?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Look at this one.
No. It's not real. Cyber Pickup. Get out of here. They're not going to make... I mean, it's obviously sick. It kind of actually looks like a...
Like a Raptor?
Or a Ram that's been extended. Hennessy, the company Hennessy actually makes these things where they'll extend an existing truck and charge you like a boatload of money for it. I think there's a video of Post Malone getting his delivered, 6x6. Just massive, crazy turning radius.
Dude, the 6x6 looks so cool on a pickup truck.
Yeah, you're ready for everything, man.
Yeah.
Ready for anything. The Great Wall Motor Cyber Pickup was unveiled at the Shanghai Auto Show. What? Like, actually it existed? Let me see that. What, these are renders. What did you unveil? You unveiled the renders, or did you unveil the deal? Power comes, it's a plug-in hybrid. Look, even the tailgate looks Ram-like with the split opening.
Uh-huh.
Curious. Technically a show truck, Australia's car expert reports that it has already been confirmed for production in China and could be exported. I gotta believe, I mean, I've been to China. I don't know where you're gonna put one of these guys. Oh, there's the Hennessy Performance Velociraptor 6x6.
Yeah. It looks very strikingly similar.
Yeah. I think that there's some inspiration involved for sure. There's a touch. No, well, just a touch.
This is really cool, though. I just like these really off-the-wall conversions of just like a regular truck.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's just odd that it would come out of China. I don't remember if I saw a single pickup truck when I was there.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you also have the
that's so cool.
G63 6x6. I'm not saying they can't get a pickup truck over them. I'm just saying it's a lot of the urban centers are tight quarters. I wouldn't want to be trying to park this baby over there.
Yeah, maybe rural areas.
You know what I'm saying?
Farmland.
Oof, we'll see. See about that. Elon to get the last laugh as ultra-ambitious Tesla Model Y prediction comes true. That sounds like one of your headlines there, Will.
Yeah.
Elon gets last laugh. What? What did he do?
That the Model Y is going to be the best-selling car in the world.
Oh, yeah. It's extremely successful. Did people doubt him on that?
Because it's an EV as well.
Right. So I guess the thing was, it was kind of like a building process where the Y was the beneficiary of all the work that had been done with the 3 and the S and the X. And then it was like, okay, this is V4. This is the most suitable car for most people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all the learnings and progress leading up to it. Before Tesla ever brought the Model Y to market in 2020, Musk made bold predictions about how popular the vehicle would become. He said that he anticipated Model Y demand would be about twice as high as the demand for Model 3, which was already the best-selling electric car at the time. In 2016, he estimated demand for Y between 500,000 and 1 million units per year. That was 4 years before the vehicle was even released. And he went so far as to predict that Model Y would become the best-selling car globally, which obviously that's what's going on right now. And I can just tell you completely anecdotally, if I'm out on the street, it's Y. It's just Ys everywhere. It probably goes Y, 3, and then X, and then S, I would say. Anecdotally, just in this neighborhood.
3s are pretty common up here as well.
That's why I went Y3. And then I think I see more X's than S's, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think S is the least popular. I mean, anecdotal. So over here in our life. But yeah, good for Elon, good for Tesla. No surprise. Reddit response to AI companies, pay up if you're using our content.
This is UMG right here.
We have lawyers.
I guess it's their content, even though it's the users that post. They own the content. It's on their platform.
Good luck. Good luck. Will, don't you dare touch my camera, by the way. That's exactly where I want to be. Right there. Barely hanging in there. Good luck. I mean, you better get an AI lawyer. You want to go after AI. Same for you, UMG. I just don't buy it. I really don't. You got to cut deals. You got to make things easier for consumers. That's what people are willing to fight for.
Yeah.
Reddit said it plans to start charging companies for access to its data that is used to train AI. Major players in the AI race like OpenAI, Microsoft, and Google train AI models using Reddit's data. Well, among all other publicly available internet data that happens to be part of these enormous data sets. Reddit CEO told The Times that Reddit doesn't need to give away its data to tech giants for free. Yeah, but guess what? If you go and hide and you're not a part of it and it becomes the way in which people search and you have no play whatsoever, how's that supposed to go down? You understand what I mean? Like, if this Bing stuff is any indication of where we're going, do we even reach to these previously existing platforms? Or is Reddit better off just launching its own AI product? We're introducing a new premium access point for third parties who require additional capabilities, higher usage limits, and broader usage rights. A Reddit spokesperson told Insider that the company expands globally. We were working to create a more sustainable, healthy ecosystem around data. Well, they're, I guess, going to make it easier. If you can make it more convenient for these companies and actually provide them more data, then maybe you have a case. Maybe there's a case to be made. But only when you can provide more convenience, a better product. Then you might get it. But otherwise, it's like, well, where are you going to silo this stuff off where it can't get crawled at all? Seems hard to do. And then in the end, it's all this user gen stuff. I don't know how users even feel about it. The fact that all your data, like whoever's watching this, all your data, whatever you produce is training all this. Crawling Reddit, generating value, and not returning any of that value to our users is something we have a problem with, Huffman told The Times. It's a good time for us to tighten things up.
So, i.e., We want to make money.
Generating value and not returning any of that value to our users. But meanwhile, the users on Reddit are generating all the value.
Yeah, they're not getting paid.
It's interesting stuff. Yeah. AI-powered app lets you chat with historical and fictional characters. Oh, people will love that stuff. I would never.
It'll be kind of fun.
People will love it, though. I would never, but people will love it. They'll be like, oh, I'm going to go talk to Mozart or Rapunzel. I see some of the suggestions over there. I gotta, you know what? I'm going to ask Da Vinci about that. Kanye's going to be the #1 Da Vinci fan. He's going to be like, excuse me, I got a call coming in from Leonardo. And it's actually a group call. It's
With
actually
Socrates.
Yeah, that's right. And
Plato.
Well, and Steve Jobs as well.
And Steve Jobs, yeah.
Yeah, and they're all in there. And
Walt Disney.
Well, they're actually on. We're actually going to FaceTime right now. This looks more
fun,
like cartoon Little Red Riding Hood, and they
it just says doctor.
That's it.
One of them.
Yeah. And they kind of adopt that character, and I guess it's entertainment, but it's inside of your kind of chats. It's a little, I don't know, maybe it's cool. Ever wanted to chat with your favorite people from history and literature, short of traveling back? Maybe this is a better way for people to learn. Right?
I think so,
if you want to learn history and all of a sudden it's a historical figure and you get to have a back and forth instead of just reading a long Wikipedia document.
Sure, yeah.
It's interesting.
Have like a conversation with them.
So where does this happen? Designed for iOS and iPad OS, a new app named Super Chat, which is something else that's already the thing on YouTube, in our chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
There's a Super Chat app that's completely different.
Danny just proved it by supplying a Super Chat. Shout out, Danny. Anyway, this is also called Super Chat. Presents bots as well-known historical and fictional characters with whom you can chat. The basic flavor of Snapchat is free, but limits the number of characters to. They meant to write Super Chat there. Wow, another typo. AI. Yeah. AI. The basic flavor of Super Chat is free, but there's limits on the number of characters that you can ask questions of. It goes up to $6.99 a week. A week, not a month, or $70 a year.
That's pretty expensive, eh?
Hey, man, you got to chat with your characters. Yeah, a little pricey.
I think this stuff will be more prevalent in the future.
In education, I can see it. For kids and stuff, they're like, hey, you want to learn about Beethoven or Galileo? Talk to him.
Or Genghis Khan.
Hey, Galileo, who the hell are you? Excuse me, child.
It goes hot immediately.
Yeah. Who the hell are you?
Yeah,
$6.99 a week.
But yeah, that's
there you go. How does someone get rich like you? Well, my wealth came from questionable means back in the 1920s, so I don't necessarily recommend my path to riches. However, if you're looking for advice on how to build wealth through hard work and legitimate means, I suggest, I'm Jay Gatsby, a fictional character from the novel The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you. He doesn't even talk that way. I just felt like doing that.
Yeah. But it will be, to a certain point, be even better, more human, where people will depend on these characters to chat with them on an emotional level.
Emotions.
Instead of informative. But
Oh, you like the emotional side of it. That's where you come in.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Cube-shaped creature with 24 eyes discovered hiding in a pond in Hong Kong. What?
Yeah, this was all over my feed. It's some sort of weird creature.
You got a picture of it?
Yeah.
I bet you do. That's a type of jellyfish.
It looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah, new species. Tripidalia myponsis has a see-through body with a slight whitish tinge. Jellyfish measured less than an inch long. A tiny little jelly. Mm-hmm. 3 tentacles extending from each corner of its body. The study said the jellyfish has 24 eyes arranged in sets of 6. On each side, the creature has 2 larger eyes, the upper and lower lens eyes, surrounded by 4 smaller eyes. Wow. Look at all those eyes. What do you need all them for? So what's good about this guy, Will?
It's new. It's a different form of jellyfish, I guess.
It's new, like that AI-generated Drake song. That's all that matters. You don't got to be the best jellyfish. You just got to be the newest one.
Yeah, it's always scary in the ocean. There's always new things popping up. That or the Amazon.
You ever go down there?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to show off new species because they're cool. Like, you didn't think that it would just show up on a pond in Hong Kong.
I would never think.
All of a sudden, it's
I
just
would,
like
I would
a
never.
new species. Okay.
I would never think that.
Yeah.
I never.
You seem really, really interested in this topic. But anyways. Go back to your Drake AI.
No, give me the song on the outro. Give me the song on the outro. Don't give me this. Give me heart on my sleeve on the outro. Here we go. Welcome to the future. Give me more volume. Flip it.
She know what she need, all I need, all she blessed. Giving me my best. Got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that? 21, I love him, that my brother, that's my shot. Metro made the beat, so you know that it's gon' slap. Yeah, it's gon' slap. Time to run it back. Talking to a diva, yeah, she on my nerves. She think that I need her.
He tried to get rid of me.
Now we're gonna end it.
No, we gotta do her song, man.
Had the world, yeah, you were my world.
Got these girls on my neck, got these girls on my track. I'm Selena, baby, on my Gina, baby, yeah. She thinking of a Lambo for a drive, it's on the fancy door. And she way out the store. I got my heart on my sleeve, with the city on my back, ain't no cap. Say she from Toronto.
It feels more real when they have the references to like other rappers and places and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he mentions 21 and then Weekend mentions Toronto. More tangible.
All I know is you could have had the world. Had the world. Yeah, you were my. I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex. Bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left. She know what she need, all I need, all she blessed. Giving me my best. Yeah. My heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that?
Okay.
21, I love him, that my brother, that's my shot. Metro made the beat,
you can fade
you
it.
know that it's gon'
You can fade
slap.
it.
Yeah, it's gon' slap. Time to run it back.